Hi, friends! Welcome back to the Allgoods, Vietnam through the eyes of love. I'm Elisa Cecilia Allgood, and today's letters are from Sunday, December 19th, 1971. My mom, Sarah, is very close to delivery now. She's having contractions that start and stop. The baby is kicking so hard she can see the outline of a leg through her stomach. My dad is in Vietnam, writing from an active war zone, a place where tomorrow is never guaranteed. What stands out today is not just how much love is written on the page, but how deliberately it's written. My dad has always written about love, but here he writes it completely, without holding anything back. He always has, but this one's a little different. He writes that loving my mom made him the man he wanted to be. He writes that she is every part of his life, and he writes that loving her is the best feeling in the whole world. And for the first time, he also writes that he's nervous, and he says it plainly. He says it makes him crazy not to be there as she gets closer to having their baby. And these words matter of where they're written from, because they're written from a war, from a place where letters could become the only proof of what was felt. My mom's letters, they show the other side of the same moment. A pregnancy at the edge of delivery, loneliness, humor, physical discomfort, and the effort to share everything with him, even though he isn't there. And I'm reading these letters knowing a simple fact. I was inside of all of this, inside the love that was written down on these pages, inside the fear that finally made it onto this page this day. And this, my friends, this is December 19th, 1971. Here's the first letter written from my dad to my mom on a Sunday. My dearest sweetheart, I love you. You are my precious darling. You know that? Somehow, I bet you do. Well, you better anyway. You ought to be close to having our baby. I just go crazy around here. I am as nervous as can be. I sure wish I was with you. Baby, you mean so much to me. You are my every thought. I am with you always. Well, I had another day of alert. We flew about 1.5 hours. No other action. We watched TV and learned to play pinochle. It is a crazy game. 80 cards are A, K, Q, J, and 10, but it passes the time. I am really enjoying the cookies. You are the sweetest wife of all. I love you with all of my heart. Like I said, the BX is out of Christmas cards, so yesterday's letter or this will have to be your card. This will be the loneliest Christmas I ever planned to have. From now on, we will have the best holiday season ever. You can bet on that. Next year, we will spoil our child so much, I can just see it now. 1 year old and more gifts than the law allows. Of course, I sort of bet that you will have just as many gifts. Sarah, you are my every part of my life, and I love you as I never thought I could love. You make me the person I have always wanted to be. Loving is the best and most wonderful feeling in the entire world. Since I have had you, I have become a man. I love you. That is my every thought. Sleep warm in love. Dick. Man. While my dad writes love down as clearly and completely as he can and admits his fear for the first time, my mom is living inside the physical reality of this moment, carrying their baby and counting time in Sundays. Here is her letter just as she wrote it, Sunday, December 19th, 1971. My precious chickie, your wife had a false alarm yesterday. I went to CP, and so did my contractions. One good thing, though, contractions equal dilation, and enough dilation equals a baby. Our little one's leg pushed me so hard today You could see the outline of the leg. I had to take my hand and push it down. Can you imagine that? These things make me sad because Daddy misses them. I've tried to make our pregnancy 50-50 as much as I've been able. Have I done a pretty good job, Chickie? I know there must have been more ways, but I just don't know what methods. I still want to share with you, even more when we're a family. I wish I could write better. I wish I could write more longer descriptive letters so I could better relay things to Daddy. I love you so very much. I have been extremely lonely today. I've been with Jan, Joy, and Anne, but I noticed I didn't contribute very much to the conversation. My mind kept wandering and thinking of my husband. Our Sundays are so very precious and wonderful when we're together. I think it's because our relationship in marriage has been centered around weekends, especially Sundays. I know we've said this many times before, but I feel like talking about us tonight. Did you know that we have 13 more Sundays apart? When you think of our being apart in those terms, time doesn't seem so far away. Anything for the mental boost I still need today. I be loving you, sweet precious. By the time you get this, it should be Christmas, and I hope you had a happy and merry one. That is, as much as my Chickie could have without his chickadee. I had breakfast at Joy's with Jan and Dixie. This afternoon, Joy made bread. We laughed. Jan made cookies, which I didn't like, and Anne and I observed. I did take time out of my heavy schedule and finally wrote the folks. Your mom should be happy. I wrote and rambled 8 pages. Don't ask me all this shit I tried to say so I wouldn't have to write it until after the baby is born. And I scratched 6 pages to my mom. Anyway, I finally did my chores. We had dinner at Jan's. Roast. I told her tonight our contribution for Christmas dinner was the turkey, and that way I wasn't cooking or cleaning if I delivered before or not. And she said that was fine, and she seemed to understand. You know, we might have a Christmas Day baby. Wouldn't that be a pisser? Especially for the baby. I'd hate to have my birthday on the same as Christmas. Darling, I love you. I'm going to close and get horizontal so the baby can move. With all of my heart and soul, forever and always, Sarah. Okay, friends, later that same night, my mom, she writes again at 2:30 a.m. She's unable to sleep. Her fears and anxiety are finally spilling onto the page. And here's what she writes. Hi again. You guessed it. I have one shitty case of insomnia, so I decided to talk to my Chickie again. Baby, I love you. I have so many fears and damn anxiety. It's normal. I'm sure all new moms-to-be go through the same feelings. If I could just go to CP. Honey, I'm so uptight about our being normal, our baby being normal. There's no reason for him or her not to be, but having been a nurse for so long and seeing all the things that can go wrong, I just can't seem to shake my thoughts. If I could just go on and deliver, I'd feel so much better. Every time I'm about to go to CP, I have to go to the bathroom. I'm Little Miss Frequent now, at least about once an hour. Don't let this upset you. I'd verbalize the same fears, etc. if my love was with me. Somehow, I feel better just writing to you about it. I feel so much closer. I don't understand why, but I do. I'm almost neurotic tonight. I'm itching all over. I'm irritable, bitchy, and frustrated. I get so frustrated that I cry, and then I'm upset for getting upset. I'm trying so hard to be a big girl. It blows my mind. I slept so good when my Chickie was home to keep the ghosts and goblins out of my mind. You're good for me. Did you know that? Chickie, did you ever decide who we wanted for godparents? I've thought about it. I'd like to have them married. Jan already has 3 godchildren. I can't think of one couple we like and admire that we both like and admire, and they might be thrilled if we ask them. I can think of one couple. And as a matter of fact, if we decide on them, I'd like for you to write and ask them. If you don't know the address, I'll get it and send it to you. What do you think of Charlie and Aura Lee? Now, be honest with me. You know them so much better than I do. But what do you think? It's only a title anyway. I think they're super people, and they worship you. Let me know. I feel better now. Maybe I can go to CP. I'm going to try. Darling, I love you with all of my heart and soul. Forever and always, Sarah. Okay. Geez, what stays with me about this day is not just the love or even the fear. It's that both are written down. My dad is writing from a war, and my mom is writing from late pregnancy, wide awake at 2:30 in the morning. Neither of them knows exactly what comes next. So they say what matters, and they leave no doubt. And I was inside of all of this, inside the love that was written carefully, deliberately, in case words were all that remained. If you're walking through this story with me, thank you for being here. You can follow the Allgoods Vietnam Through the Eyes of Love wherever you listen. And if you'd like to support the work, you can find me at buymeacoffee.com/The Allgoods Love. I'll see you tomorrow.